How do you think the world would have been today if smartphones had never been invented? It would be as it was pre-2007. We'd all have way better posture and a lot fewer pictures of our food. A lot of newsworthy events and crimes would never have been captured on video. Man, without smartphones we would probably be talking face to face more often. It's wild to think about that now. Also, maybe more books would get read. I don't think you get there without excluding a lot of other tech. Like, if nobody invented smartphones, you think we'd still be using clamshell flip phones? Or would we all just be messaging and doing Wi-Fi video calls on our iPods? All you have to do to get around the tech being a smartphone is remove the cellular radio for phone calls, and using that is the least of what we use our smartphones for. I think the advent of a lot of social media and the consequential rise of extremely short-form content like TikTok would never have happened, and that would be better for it. People's attention spans have gone down so much, and we're not built for constant connection and stimulation like this. Our brains aren't made to deal with it. We'd still be able to communicate with friends and relatives all around the world via email, landline, or the postal service, but the immediacy of texting, picture messaging, or video calling wouldn't be there. Honestly, it's wild to think about. Without smartphones, we'd probably be way more disconnected, but also maybe a bit more present in our day-to-day lives. We'd be living in a world where social media is just people shouting their thoughts at the sky. Hey, did you see my lunch? Everyone would be carrying around giant maps, GPS, EFFT. We'd ask random pigeons for directions and hope they don't lead us to a park bench. And memes? Forget about it, lol. They'd be scribbled on napkins and passed around like secret messages. Check out this doodle of a cat. It's hilarious! Honestly, we'd all be one awkward conversation away from total chaos. Being ironic off, we'd probably still carry around handheld computers, but the original function would be different. Maybe handheld TVs would have taken off. Maybe MP3 players would stuck around. So not very different at all. The world would be much less connected and mobile. People would rely more on computers and traditional means of communication such as landlines, and we would probably be less likely to be distracted by social media and notifications. At the same time, face-to-face communication would likely play a larger role, and we would have more time for live interactions and reading books. Without the cell phone, long-distance communications would be complicated, making it difficult to keep in constant touch with friends or relatives who may live far away. So basically you were asking what if MySpace still existed? People wouldn't be sitting together with their exes, fuckbuddies, etc. in social media apps for years after they get married. We'd probably still have flip phones, T9 texting, and those brick Nokias that never died. But on the flip side, maybe people would be more present and less distracted by constant notifications. I wonder how different social interactions would be without our heads buried in screens. Pretty much like it was before. Dude, life would be so different. Like, we'd probably still be using flip phones or something and meeting up face to face like cavemen or SMTH. Free and happy. We'd probably not be sat at home typing messaging to strangers and out living. People might actually communicate in person, face to face. Imagine that.